Today we got an all-day affair of putting the hood together, bumper on the truck, a bunch of parts on the red truck, and I have Dad's truck up in here with a coolant leak and a blown exhaust manifold gasket. Right there, that one's blown, as you can see. Already got it out. I'm gonna put a new one in here in a minute. I already got the JJ and the new headlight mounted on this side and the wire harness made up for it. Now we're moving to that side. I got the paint taped off so I can buff this section out before I install the brackets and all that stuff, and you can't get in there and polish correctly. So I'm trying to be a little proactive here and get this buffed out before I make it extremely hard on myself. Although technically, the guy didn't ask for his grill to be polished out, but it doesn't make sense to install all this stuff without buffing it out first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a quick shine, nothing too fancy. We're just gonna touch it up a little bit. Cut to when it's pretty much all put together, because that's just how my videos go. She is all but wrapped up at this point. We have a few minor things to do yet. I still gotta polish out the rest of the grill. Still gotta you know, adjust the headlights so they aren't droopy like that. Gotta put new mud flaps on front and back on these fenders up front here. We're waiting on a couple lights for the underside of those light panels. That's why the wires are hanging down right there. Right there. Probably gonna put some step thingies on those stainless box covers. But yeah, I mean, we're really dang close. So as all these 379s and 389s, they all crowed out really bad up along there. We went and replaced that entire door seal there. So I just got the mirrors put on yesterday, so we still got to put the armrest back on here and run the wires out through to hook up the heated mirrors and clean up the interior a little bit. And for some reason they asked me to fix the seat. Apparently somebody put a new seat in for them and they aired it up and it won't go back down. Like, there's no air in that airbag, but it's locked in place, so it's probably snagging on a bolt or something on one of the rollers. Not too sure. It's kind of a death trap, sticking your finger in the scissors though. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. 379s. As far as the frame and everything goes, I mean, we really didn't do too much to this truck. We kind of just took off the parts that were on and we're sticking their parts back on, and we're not 100% doing this truck. Like when it gets back to their shop, they said they want to put half fenders on, and they're going to do a couple other little things to dress it up. So it's not a 100% built by us truck, but it's pretty close. I don't know. I prefer to finish them off so that way I can get a video and, you know that we did everything. In the beginning of this video, I showed you me replacing a manifold gasket. Well, Dad took it for a round to Pennsylvania and back, and it started building up a lot of pressure in the radiator and seeping everywhere. And we can relieve all the pressure and just tighten the cap back down and let it idle for less than 2 minutes, and all the pressure is back. So she probably has a cracked liner. There's an off chance, I mean, I will check, there's an off chance that maybe the air compressor went bad and it's pushing air pressure into the coolant. We've never gotten that lucky. That's never been the case. And we feel like it's a cracked liner because of how much pressure it's getting into the whole coolant system. So that'll be coming up soon, like very soon. Like, I gotta rebuild that thing next week. While I'm out in the lot, we might as well do an update on everything that I've been kind of working on our own trucks this weekend. And I got to work on one more. We have a windshield washer pump not working. I'm going to pull it in the shop and we're going to do some more explaining on that. This is the latest addition to our Peterbilt fleet. It's a 23 model. I think it's 23. I better make sure. 22 model W900. It's a beautiful truck. I really like the green on it. The sun's not out right now because it's behind some clouds. Otherwise, I'd show you guys the beautiful flake in this color. I actually never have seen that on a factory Kenworth before. It's a really pretty color. But I just put some headlights in because the factory headlights are absolute trash. These ones are stupid bright. But as of right now, we're going to fire up this truck, which is my first YouTube build. You should go check out that playlist on my channel. You should check it out. Check it out. That's what you should do. We're going to fire it up, and we're going to pull it in. We're going to figure out why, when you push the button, it doesn't spray. See, it's not spraying. Nothing's happening. I wonder if it's in gear. No, we're good. I'll see you guys back inside the shop. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is make sure that this button even works, and by testing that is by pushing it in, and it's making the wipers work. So it's probably not in the whole turn signal module thing in there, and that's a mess to get into. So we're gonna go to the outside and see if we find a problem out there. Now these little pumps, they're super cheap, and they too, on occasion they do go bad. So I had one sitting in my toolbox. I already just stuck one in the other day. Not on video, of course. Otherwise I'd add that into the video here. So this is a new pump and it's still not working. So it's not the pump. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unplug it. We're gonna see if we're even getting juice out here, because I already checked the fuse the other day and the fuse was fine for the whole wiper system. I'm guessing driver error. That's usually my cop out for anything that I can't figure out. I'm like, this is a driver error thing. Like, get with the program. Let's get this fixed. Of course I'm going to use painter's tape. And now we're just going to check for power. Which we have no power. So I just checked all the fuses. No surprise, they're all fine. So I'm slowly getting deeper and deeper. Here's the old plug. I got a new, well, not new, but a used turn signal switch module thingy here. We're gonna plug it in and see if this fixes it, because I've traced everything. Is it going to fix it? Oh my gosh. It still doesn't work. Okay, we cannot confirm that it didn't work yet because I forgot to plug the pump back in. So we're gonna plug it back in and run a new test. Let's try again. That's dang near depressing. So I had an idea. I wanted to make sure that it was actually plugged in somewhere and that it wasn't just unplugged or had bad connection and disconnected somewhere. So I decided, well, I'll check the ground. So I hooked my opposite end up to the starter, to the power side, and I got perfect ground. So somewhere along the line, we got a broken wire for the positive side, is what I've figured out over the last hour and a half of messing around. No, it's only been like 45 minutes, but feels like an eternity. So I'm gonna strip back all the coating on the outside here, look for a broken wire. If I can't find it, we're gonna move into the dash. And that's where things get a little hairy. Okay, so right here we got the plug. I pulled some of the sheathing back just to see if there was a broken wire. And then I was like, I don't wanna pull the rest of it apart, so I'd rather just hook up a multimeter to it and see if it's anything on the engine side, which it's not, because I got good ground going through, I got good power going through. So it's something inside the cab. So I checked all the wires on the outside, I traced it inside. There has to be a problem in here somewhere. I think it's with the CECU. This is just a parts truck, guys. I haven't gone crazy, but I do have a feeling about this. Let this be a lesson. Whenever you think things are more complicated than they actually are, they never are. Okay? After checking everything on the inside of the cab, I was like, man, there's nothing wrong here. It has to be the wire harness. But I could take my ohms meter and I could connect from either side and get a reading. Well, then it went away, so I was like, okay, well, we found it. It's a broken wire. So I've been stripping back wiring, and I'll show you the problem. There are multiple wires in here, and I accidentally ripped a couple apart, so I'm gonna have to put them back together, that are bad. Here's the one for the pump. What was happening is it was getting just enough connection for me to be able to read from side to side that everything was good, but it actually wasn't good. So I'm gonna fix all these wires here and put it back together. I would love to just put a new wire harness on, but this truck has to leave Monday morning and this is Saturday afternoon, so that's not gonna happen because I can't get parts before it has to leave. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix this up best I can for now, and we'll probably put a new wire harness on it in the future. Well, there we go. This one is officially done, I believe. It wasn't fully built by us. There's going to be some things that they're doing to it after it gets back to their shop. I believe they said they're doing some half fenders and a couple little things here and there. They got some interior stuff they want to finish, but it's pretty dang close to being what they would say is done and ready for, I guess we're taking some small shows and stuff. I'm not too sure. Let me get some interior videos quickly, and then I'll do an outro of some sort. I'm not too sure who did the interior in this truck. We did not do the floor or any of the upholstery in this truck. We did install a passenger seat for them. The seat belts aren't installed yet. I noticed that when I was videoing the inside here, so I guess it's not 100% done. But like I said, there's a couple little things that they're gonna also do. I believe they're picking it up sometime later this week. Not too sure, but what we did get done to it, I'm really proud of. I think it turned out really nice. Yeah, I didn't get too many videos towards the end of this because we've had a lot of stuff happen. I believe we had 4 engines go down during the time that this truck was here. So there was a lot of jumping around and working on engines instead of having enough spare time to where I can make videos. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. We got Dad's truck in the shop right now, getting a complete in-frame, which I have it all tore down. I already put the new liners and pistons in. Got that part done. Next week I plan on putting the head on and wrapping that engine up Monday, if all goes good. But yeah, no, we've been staying busy and trying to stay warm. It got really cold around here. So if you like the video, like, subscribe. Come back for another one. I'm going to try and get some videos posted a little bit more on schedule, I guess you could say. But around here, when things go wrong, I don't have time to make videos, so you get what you get. This is going to be the last time I apologize for a video coming super late, because it just is what it is. I mean, this is a secondary thing for me. I enjoy making videos and posting them for you guys, but it definitely is not a top priority when we're super busy. And then on top of that, we just had, me and my wife, we just had our 4th child. Today would be 1 week ago. So I've been like beyond tired, out of sleep, stressed about everything, believe it or not. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Leave a comment on what you want to see next. It's probably going to be Dad's rebuild and maybe the Kenworth cab over rebuild that's coming soon, or our 94 flat top short hood Pete. One or the other, one of those.